What's going on YouTube, and we back with another video. I don't really know what to say about this one because I never watched. I didn't really even look at the video naming because I know this man be putting out fire. But we about to just get into it.
It's when the family feud.
Niggas wearing blue shiesty masks, you know, time for they have a ski on them. You supposed to let that gal go. And took his little ass. What you think, Big Day? They supposed to let that gal. No. Well, y'all heard what Big David said. She was gonna tell. So he got it.
So our family member, Chris Norris, is missing. And also his girlfriend is missing as well. She's pregnant right now. We are, as a family, still believing that they are okay and they will be found safe.
Birmingham tonight, 6 deaths in one day.
Damn.
2 separate shootings. Birmingham police say that this is a historic day as the department investigates a quadruple homicide and a double homicide.
When is it gonna be
6 people gone. I wonder how many people was involved with this, man.
our city?
If that was one guy, Lord.
That is when you'll see change. As long as we keep individualizing ourselves, we're gonna have the crime that we have in our city. We have to come together as one community, like all these other safe suburban communities do.
Earlier this evening, Birmingham.
Reason why we stay to ourselves is because a lot of people be out here jealous, hating on the next person for no apparent reason, and like majority of people don't be wanting to see nobody do good. Everybody wants to see somebody below them. Nobody wants to be the same. Nobody wants to be. Everybody just want to be looking down on somebody. I don't know why.
Randall Woodfin posted on Facebook saying that his cousin was one of the 6 victims of gun violence today.
Muriel, and the 2 times they've had to address the public today, Birmingham police calling these acts ridiculous and disgusting. 6 people now dead in a matter of hours, 6 families now left in shambles.
Hold on, family. I need to speak to the females for a second, especially the ones that love the street cats. And I'm not knocking them. I used to be one. Baby girl, there's no rules in the streets.
Right.
And I mean none.
None.
Don't get me wrong. There used to be something called morals, but even that's gone. You know, like the woman and the kids off limits, but that's gone. If you next to their target, you might be a victim.
That's
and that's
right.
why I'm starting off this video speaking.
But look at this. Check this out. Check this out. Them type of morals was like back long ago. And like, niggas start to get real disrespectful now. So that's why I think those morals went away. Like, some shit just be very disrespectful. You don't give a fuck who around.
I don't care how many firearms somebody show you. They can't stop what they can't catch. Now, as we get back on track, fam, for the
Let's
ones
listen to that again.
victim and the kids off limits, but that's gone.
Listen.
You next to their target, you might be a victim.
Right.
And that's why I'm starting off this video speaking to you. I don't care how many firearms somebody show you. They can't stop what they can't catch. Now,
Right.
as we get back on track, fam, for the ones that's making some paper, you might say 20K not a lot, but imagine if you had nothing. You remember, that first 20K looked like $1 million, especially
right.
at once, and you came from nothing. Birmingham, Alabama in shambles right now. In 24 hours, 7 bodies dropped, just 10 miles apart. But what crushed me and made me want to bring this to you guys' attention, out of those 7 bodies, 1 was a woman who was pregnant. And if I'm not mistaken, 5 of the 7 bodies were just innocent bystanders at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wow.
And not to mention, one of them happens to be the cousin of the mayor. Now, we're here to talk about all these situations. Send prayers and love to the ones that lost their life. Respects to their families. And most of all, we're here to speak for them. So before we go over this one, remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to jump right to it. Family, as we mentioned, we're going to Birmingham, Alabama. Thursday, February 15th, 2024, a couple was reported missing that was last seen on Valentine's Day. They was identified as Christian Norris and Angelia Webster, both 20 years old. Now, Christian was also a local rapper that went by Glock World Chris.
I be still making these plays from the west to the east. Walking the store, no clicks, Mike Lee. I ain't rubbing on niggas, go ride me.
Now,
Angelina living up to his
Chris'
name.
baby mother, as we mentioned, she was pregnant. And on day 2 of the search, the public was given more information. They was last seen on the 1500 block, a 20th place, located in the Angelina neighborhood. Now, Chris' family went to social media and voiced their concerns on pleading for anyone who had information to go to the local authorities.
Man, it's crazy when this type of stuff be happening, yo. Like, and then you get nice people like this come out and want to know what's going on. Your peoples was out here thugging. Look at the name, Glock World. And then nobody be wanting to hear that he was this, he was that. Yeah, he was probably taking care of his family. But out here in these streets, who knows what he was out here doing?
So our family member, Chris Norris, is missing. And also his girlfriend is missing as well. She's pregnant right now. We are, as a family, still believing that they are okay and they will be found safe. That's what our prayer is as a family. And if you guys can be saying a prayer with us, we would greatly appreciate it. If you know of anybody that has heard about this case and they've been telling you information about it, can you please contact Detective Ayers? His information is on my page.
Man, I understand the family shit, boy, but I'm just being real. It's crazy when somebody wants you to be, 1 minute we being like, hey, the toughest nigga out here on the streets, and then the next minute we supposed to be like, oh, caring about the motherfucker. Yeah, this man was out here thugging. You gotta take what come with it. Y'all may not take what come with it, but he gotta take what come with it.
Within the most recent post that I had. So if you have time, go and check out the most recent post. And if you have heard any information about Chris or her, please, 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 please contact the detective on that poster. His number is on there on the missing poster. Again, check the top of my page. Check the top of my page for the last post, and you should see the information in there about when they were last seen, what kind of car they were in last, what he had on, army fatigues, and just share. If y'all can share the post, that will be greatly appreciated as well. And like I said, we are praying for their safe or have heard anything about the disappearance of Christopher Norris and his girlfriend. Please, please, please contact the Birmingham Police Department and give them any information that you have. There's also a number to a Detective Ayers that's on my page. It's at the top of my page on the last recent post that I posted. If you guys see the post, can you please share it? You know, most of the time when things like this happen, people are trying to look back at the people, trying to see who they are, what did they do, were they in trouble, were they not in trouble. None of that really matters. The only thing that matters right now is that they are found safe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's what we are hoping and praying for.
Is that right? I understand you, family, but
if y'all can share it, like I said, go back to my page and share it if you can. That's all I want to say. It's been on my heart. It's been on my mind all day. Ever since we found out, I started praying immediately. Because it's not just one person. This is 3 people. It's him, her, and an unborn child that are missing right now. And it is so important that if you guys have heard anything, if your child has heard anything and they said something to you, can you guys please call to the Birmingham Police Department and let them know everything that you know. The only way that we find out what's happening with our people when they're coming up missing is if people are talking, and we need you to talk. We need you to tell us what's going on and who saw them last, who talked to them last. When was the last time someone had even spoken to him physically, spoken with him on the phone? there are things that they need to know in order to find them. So if you can, please, like I said, call the Birmingham Police Department, give them all the page, and you'll find the link. Just help us.
Later that day, it would be reported that 4 people would be shot up. Shortly before 3 p.m., in the 900 block of Center Street North, 3 people were killed at the scene, and a 4th victim died at UAB Hospital, according to Birmingham Police Department. And this story got so many unfortunate headlines. In that shooting, the victims was identified as Chance Ray, TJ Tate, Kevin McGee, and Terrell Edwards. May they all rest in peace, and love and condolences to their families. This is Chance Ray's mother, Ms. Wilson, one of the 4 victims. She lost a son every year since 2021.
Oh
Chance
my
Ray,
God, can a mother... Woo! What was they outside doing, boy? If they wasn't. But, damn.
Lost a son
shit,
every year since 2021. Chance Ray, Nate Wilson, and Desmond Ray. May they all rest in peace.
Damn.
Condolences to their families. Now, it was reported that the 4 men who lost their life, only one was the target. And they lost their life and was starting to become a famous, dangerous neighborhood in Birmingham, Alabama, Smithfield, which is also a neighborhood that was highlighted in the deadly rap beef in Birmingham, Alabama that we did just 2 months ago. I'll leave the link in the bio. Roughly an hour later, officers responded to the 4100 block of 10th Avenue, where they located a white Taurus, confirmed to have been driven by Christian Norris, 20 years old as we mentioned, and his girlfriend, Angelia Webster, that was last seen on Valentine's Day. Couple facts I want to go over. It's been reported that he's been alleged to have run off on a plug, allegedly, per se.
Per se. Per se. You know what?
And that can mean a number of things.
Right.
But according to family members and friends close to Chris, he didn't do what they're accusing him of doing. Plus, he's known to have cash himself. And it seemed the girl and that baby were just a casualty of that war. May all 3 rest in peace, and love and condolences to their families. But I want to point out the obvious before I give you guys the news clip. The car wasn't struck from the outside, so either they was driven there or they was placed there. And if someone was sloppy enough to do it while they was inside the car, it's not a far-fetch that DNA may be in that car. And on top of that, it's been rumors of $20K. And if that's the case, and how the job was completed, as we mentioned at the very beginning, fam, when you have nothing, $20K all together look like $1 million.
Oh,
today has been unreal, even for the Birmingham Police Department.
A heavy day in Birmingham tonight. 6 deaths in one day from 2 separate shootings. Birmingham police say that this is a historic day as the department investigates a quadruple homicide and a double homicide. Police say the 2 shootings are not connected. CBS 42's Maddie McQueen joins us live from Birmingham Police headquarters tonight. And Maddie, how are the officers feeling after dealing with all of this death and violence in one day?
That is wild, man.
Sherry, Birmingham police say losing 6 people in one day takes its toll on officers, and violence of this magnitude is something that the city isn't used to seeing.
To sit here and lose 6 community members in one day is ridiculous.
Around 2:45 Friday afternoon, police say there was a shooting on Center Street North near 9th Avenue West. 3 men were found dead at the scene, and a 4th victim died in surgery at UAB Hospital. Police say a neighborhood car wash was going on at the time, but it's still unknown what led to the shooting. Center to step up and help.
When is it going to become our city? That is when you'll see change. As long as we keep individualizing ourselves, we're going to have the crime that we have in our city. We have to come together as one community like all these other safe suburban communities do.
Across town on 10th Avenue in front of an abandoned house. Birmingham police believe this to be the couple reported missing on Valentine's Day after they left to go see a movie and didn't come back. Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurman says a day like this is disturbing to law enforcement officers as they try to provide a safer city for those who live and visit.
It's really disgusting that these things resolve their conflicts or and come to some kind of resolution other than just resorting to gunfire.
earlier this evening right now. Both Mayor Woodfin and Birmingham police are asking anyone with any information.
I hate the news. There's news always talking about the same exact thing. But, bro, allegedly, man, running off on the plug, if that did happen, and you see what she said, because she already knew his background. It could have, some things could have bad happened because he probably did some crazy stuff. So she said, it doesn't matter if he did anything wrong or any this and that. Just give us the information. Yes, because Peebles was out here probably doing some crazy stuff. And just because he got money don't mean he wouldn't run off on the plug.